60 Seconds Reatomized. Let's get right to it. Welcome to your atomic scavenge drill. Alright. Blood time's over. It's a matter of life and death now. Find your son Timmy ASAP. Where is Timmy? Timmy is safe, but you need to find food. Soup! A can sustain a family of 4 for a day. Hunt for some water. Find the highlighted water bottle. That's enough water for now, but you got yourself a problem, Buster. You can only carry so much in every one slot. You can drop whatever you're carrying at the hatch before you can pick up more. When the hatch drop all items, there's a good chance they will survive the fall. There you go, you got yourself a stockpile of food, water, and even a Timmy. So you'll need the radio. Find the highlighted radio. Boom. Nothing new or useful than news from the radioactive outside world. Sometimes you get a few extra seconds before the siren sounds to scout your surroundings, but after it goes off, you need to start packing. Collect 5 items and drop them in the shelter. Food, foot. There's some water on that shelf. One more thing. I can't hold either of those, so come back for them. Okay, that. And the med kit. Yep. I'll grab that water too. I'll go to the briefcase. Get some good stuff there, maybe some food. Good food. To the shelter. Alright, let's go. Now we need to hop in the shelter. I'll see you downstairs for survival training. At ease. Alright. Gas mask. Day 1. whole family's here. 3 bottles of food, 4 cans of soup, so we've got about 3 days of survival supplies. Got a whole bunch of other crap though, so hopefully grabbing all the utility helps out. Day 1. You made it to the shelter. Congratulations. But the drill's not over yet. You'll end up here with whatever and whoever you brought with you. Nothing else. You need to make the most of it. The next few days will teach you how to survive down here while the world outside burns. Explore and interact with your surroundings. You can always find out useful things about your shelter and its inhabitants when your survival journal is not opened yet or hidden. First things first, we must ration food and water. If you don't wine and dine yourself and the folks you brought with you, you can bet your bottom dollar none of you will ever see the light of day again. As long as you have food and water available, ration it out to the given person by selecting the picture of a can or bottle under their portrait, or instantly ration out both by clicking the character's image. Of course, you might save your supplies for later, but a normal person can only survive 4 days without water. As to food, the longer you deny your person's rations, the weaker they will get and might eventually get sick. Even if you manage to kill them, it will take you quite... So you can go 4 days max without water, and food is just infinite to the death. Like slow, painful death. Okay. Time to ration the supplies for day 1. What's left? 4 cans of soup, 3 bottles of water. I think day 1, we're just gonna have to bide our time, and I mean, no one eats, no one drinks. I hope you had dinner. I hope you finished your plate. Timmy, what did I tell you about finishing your plate? Now it's too late. Since this is your first day down here, you'll need to get used to surroundings. Believe me, ventilation hum can drive anyone nuts if you don't occupy yourself with something to do. Get some decent rest and we'll carry on tomorrow. Nighty night. Day 2. Dolores, Ted, Mary Jane, and little Timmy. Will they survive the apocalypse? A flashlight can be a source of light or a signaling device. Got an axe, suitcase, portable radio. How'd that fly get in here, dang it? Got a rifle, first aid kit. Good morning, survivalist. Hope you slept well. Bed's comfy enough? No? Well, better get used to it since you'll be staying here for a while. We'll start today's activities with rationing since you need to do it every day, but after that we will move on to something else. Got your attention? Good. Now listen, there's a risk you'll run out of supplies eventually. Everything can be useful, but food and water are critical to your survival. If they're gone, you'll be gone sooner than you can say corn dog. So, sometimes you'll need to send people to the surface to bring in more supplies. You do this by preparing an expedition a day before it actually departs. Be careful though. Tired survivors can never be a part of an expedition. Today we'll skip preparation and jump directly into sending someone brave outside. Ted said there's no need to worry about him. He's okay. Mary Jane is feeling safe. Today's been fine for Dolores and nothing new to report on Timmy. Time to ration supplies. Everyone says they're feeling fine. Well, I feel like that's bad. We'll have dinner tonight. What's this? Sending people out to the wasteland is no walk in the park. Do it too early or without a gas mask, then you bet it's a suicide mission. Send healthy and well-fed people. Sick, hurt, or crazed people are far more likely to perish. You can send one person at a time. Let's give it a try. This time you need to send someone out. But if you ever want to skip a trip to the surface, don't select anyone. Who should go outside? Ted, Dolores, Mary Jane, or little Timmy. I think Timmy has the stealthiest and best chance of survival in the wasteland. Day 3. Alright, little Timmy is gone. Good luck, little Timmy. This is a drill, so your explorer will come back after a little while, but in the event of a real apocalypse, they might be gone for a couple days. In the meantime, you'll be faced with other problems that'll test you to the limits. Think about making decisions that can break even the best of men's moral spine. We'll see what clay you're made of, but first, ration your food and water. We don't want anyone starving now, do we? Timmy went out to the wasteland. We don't know what he will do if he doesn't come back. Ted needs water to survive. Mary Jane is thirsty, and the water is all Dolores wants. So today is a water ration day, now that Timmy's gone. I'm an army man, so I don't know a second thing about imagination, but you could probably use yours now. Picture this scenario. You come across your kid's hamster, who in some bizarre way found its way to the shelter. The kids are obviously going to love it, and so will you. There's nothing better than food that comes to you on its own. Now, it's up to you. Do you cook him? No. It's someone's pet. We're survivors, not monsters. So it's been 2 days and Timmy has not come back. I'm sure he's fine. Good choice, the little furry guy can stay and fatten up. He'll make a bigger meal in a few days, and maybe you're the only source of food if you run out of cans. Ted isn't thirsty anymore, Today we'll do food. For the women, the man can tough it out. You might be faced with decisions that require you to use your equipment. However, sometimes you might find you don't have the right item. Keep in mind every item can be used for something. What do you want to do today? Clean a rifle, listen to the radio, or maybe shadow bunnies, use your flashlight. Clean the rifle, listen to the radio. Let's listen to the radio. Seems like the most productive thing to do. Day 5. Timmy's back. What? Timmy has returned. Hurt and hungry. Oh, he's hurt. Ruh-roh. The radio is critical to establishing communications with the U.S. Army, as well as for listening out for any trouble that might be headed your way. If you get lucky, maybe you'll catch some music too. Good news, everyone. The expedition is back. Sometimes they'll return with extra supplies, sometimes they won't. Other times they'll come back with a nasty injury or radiation sickness. Believe me, you don't want to get those. I hear glowing in the dark isn't as fun as it sounds. This time, your explorer was hurt, but they will recover after the proper use of a first aid kit. You can use one during rationing. Go! Timmy got hurt and should eat something. Ted seems to be doing alright. Mary Jane didn't cause any trouble. Today's been fine for Dolores. Let's go ahead and heal old Timmy. Everyone seems to be doing fine on rations. You need at least one live adult to keep going. If you send your survival to the surface, you won't know what's happening in your bunker until they come back. You need at least one alive adult to keep going. If you send your only survivor to the surface, you won't know what's happening in your bunker until they come back. And when they do, your shelter might already belong to someone else. A decent padlock may protect it, but not for long. This was a busy day. Take your time and get some sleep. If you made it this far, you're doing great and have a chance of getting out of this foxhole. Hopefully soon, but don't quote me on that. Day 6. Thirsty, 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 hungry. We've only just sent someone outside, but let's give it another try today, shall we? The first time you were only asked to pick one unlucky, brave volunteer to save the day. This time you will also get a chance to equip your explorer with some useful gear for your troops, and I'll see you at the shelter entrance. Timmy should eat something. He's healed up. Ted needs water. Okay, you need food, you need water, you need water, you need water. Getting low. Anything can be useful outside, and some items even improve the scavenger's chance of survival. Notice you have a suitcase, that's handy. With the suitcase, your explorer can carry more. Go ahead and pick something. Alright, Timmy. You were goated last time. So Timmy's gonna take a briefcase, an axe, and a gun. No supplies though, he has to find his own supplies, that's the whole point. Alright, we're getting a little bit... looking a little rough around the edges, but we're still trucking along. Well, ask yourself one simple question. What's the point of sitting in this ambush shelter? Why don't I just leave? Well, leaving is a death sentence. If the radioactive sickness doesn't kill you, the giant scorpions will. You can trust me on that. Your one chance is our boys arriving to rescue you, so every good citizen needs to do one thing: seek contact with the U.S. military. Timmy went out to the wasteland. We don't know what we'll do if he doesn't come back. He has the briefcase, the axe, and the gun. We're gonna eat dinner today, and hope that Timmy comes back with something for us to eat. The rescue ain't coming today, but we'll come get you eventually. You need to keep your radio operational and be ready to venture into the waste. However, you also need to be careful. It might not be only our soldiers out there. Bandits, commies. So, let's agree to the rules for this drill. You only open the door if someone knocks 2 times. 2 knocks. Okay. Easy enough. Knock knock is the secret passcode. Oh, Timmy, come right back. He looks fine. You need to remember that some days will be very intense. A lot of things will happen that you'll need to be prepared for. That's why any day gives you a bleak blessing. Gives you a break as a blessing, and you need to make most of it. We were so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us now. The proud Ellison Hotel was completely destroyed. Piles and piles of luggage were lying behind heaps of rubble. Only a few rooms on lower levels partially survived. Now we know the secret to the restaurant. Chef, it's tomato soup. No wonder they were a 5-star hotel. Every room was stocked with water bottles for guests. Few of the rooms remained relatively untouched. +1 food, +1 water. One luggage bag had a flashlight. Dang, Timmy. Timmy's locked in. Alright, Timmy. Get fed today. Well done. What the hell was that? Day 9. Mary Jane seems to be going through it. you, I checked the door. Our extraction team might be coming for you any day now, but be careful, this is a post-apocalyptic scenario. You never know what's coming. Timmy should eat something, Ted doesn't drink anything. I'll go ahead and feed everyone. I don't want anyone to get sick. Someone's at the door. You can hear several knocks. If you listen closely, you can make out the sequences of 3 knocks. Do you open the door? No. It's knock, knock. Hungry and thirsty. Alright, Timmy. Good call. That wasn't the knock you were waiting for. Caution at all times. Remember that. Be cautious, apply yourself, and maybe you and your family will just be fine. Or at least, most of you. Timmy should eat something. Ted isn't thirsty. No longer thirsty, no longer thirsty. Alright, we're getting dangerously low on food here. We're about 1 day's worth of food. As you're counting imaginary sleep in your head, another series of knocks broke your concentration. Someone is really hammering your door and probably taking no for an answer. 2 knocks. 2 knocks. The pattern keeps repeating. Do you open the door? Yes. That's the one. The end. Good job. You're safe and sound with our brave soldiers, and now we can all have some apple pie. You deserve it. We spent 11 days in our shelter. Day 1, atomic drug winds. Day 8, someone followed us. Day 8, hotel raiders. Day 10, successfully passed the drill. Oh, the raiders followed us from the hotel that Timmy scavenged. That was sick. You survived. With the whole family intact. Congratulations. Share your adventure. Timmy left twice, come back. Hell yeah. Timmy was locked in. You can save it as a GIF? That's fucking sweet. This game is beautiful. Excuse me. Complete the government endorsed Fallout Joe. There's a lot of achievements. Alright, here we go. Time to start the full atomic experience. Scavenge around your house for supplies, and then survive the post-apocalypse in your Fallout shelter. Give me 1 minute, and we'll start a real one. I have returned. Let's begin. Select character, Ted or Dolores. Ted. Select difficulty. Fat. I did way worse than I thought I would. Did I even get any food and water? Family Guy, rescue the whole family, achievement unlocked. Day 1. I didn't get the briefcase. Shoot. Got the radio, the map, the rifle, a bunch of food and water, and the whole family. Medkit and padlock. Alright, we'll have to make do. All of us made it into the shelter just a second before the blast. That was a close one. As long as we're all together, we can make it work down here. Remember hearing canned soup is healthy for you. Vaguely remember stashing some things in the shelter because there was no room for them upstairs. Turns out being messy can really work in your favor. +1 med kit. Our shelves are full of cans. We'll eat from cans. We'll sleep on cans. We'll even talk to cans. Some of us already do. Plenty of water means we don't have to worry for that for some time. This is the best stock shelter we've ever seen. We've never seen another one, but we're sure there's a good amount of supplies. Time to ration. Day 1, nothing. You'd expect a nuclear explosion to be enough to quench any petty arguments. When the future's not looking too pretty and all you see is naked walls, not much is necessary for an explosion. It happened, we started fighting like crazy. Oh goodness. Family drama on day 1. Great. Day 2. Alright, it gets real. There's nuclear fallout outside. Half, if not more, of the world's population instantly incinerated by the atomic explosions. Luckily for us, we have a nice little concrete shelter. And everyone's alive. For now. We stopped arguing, but for how long? Ted seems to be doing alright, and so does everyone else. Time to ration supplies. We'll eat dinner tonight. Need to keep everyone nice and healthy. Actually, the parents will skip dinner for one more day. The contamination of our town is still strong. Scavenging in these conditions will result in radiation sickness. start prepping for an expedition tomorrow? No. I don't want anyone to get sick. That's bad. Radiation's not good for you. There isn't a lot of space down here, and we can smell everything. When one of those wall bricks got loose today, it was a hole, we felt pretty sick. It's the smell coming from the hole is terrible. Should we investigate and remove the source of this stench? Of course! It's disgusting. Uh-oh. Looked into the hole, fearing something might come at us with claws, fangs, or the mutated sharp body parts. Nothing happened. Instead, we found a dead rat who was trying to break into a can of tomato soup. He failed miserably. With a feeling we'll be luckier than him, so we confiscated it. We gave the rat a proper burial in a nifty can. He deserved that much. And we found a free can of soup. All Ted wishes for are a few drops of water. Ted, Mary Jane. They're thirsty. Looks like the area's still irradiated. Going outside is unsafe, unless you don't mind getting sick. We're pretty sure Mary Jane had her birthday 2 weeks ago, but it turns out it's today. Shall we get her something? A young lady trapped in a tiny shelter, wouldn't you? I want cake. Sucks to suck. Happy birthday. We'll celebrate it after the nukes go away. Alright, something is irradiating us a lot. Mary Jane is too old for birthdays. That's what we think. Ted is no longer thirsty. So is everyone else. Let's go ahead and eat dinner. Keep everyone nice and healthy and fit. Neighborhood is still highly radioactive. Trips to the surface are a big risk to our health right now. Swimming down here is no walk in the park. It won't get easier. We'll hopefully this will over soon. Okay, this was a good day. This was a good, peaceful, calm day. Survived 5 days in a fallout shelter. Uh-oh. Timmy drew on the wall. Timmy, what is that? It's hard not to worry considering our current situation. Some days we're still struggling to deal with the shelter life, but we can't lose hope. Ted says there's no need to worry about him. He's okay. So everyone's chilling. Like the good Scotty is, Timmy's making the best out of the situation. He seems cheerful. Good little Timmy. A group of people dressed in green pajamas knocking on our hatch is not something that we anticipated. Yet this is exactly what happened. Furthermore, they insisted they are married men and wish to take from the rich and give to the poor. We're pretty poor, so maybe we can make some new friends. Should we let them in? To be honest, we're pretty rich right now. Pretty loaded right now. I'm not gonna trust nobody. Okay, thirsty, 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 thirsty. We didn't answer those peculiar calls and kept the door locked until the noises outside faded away. We're not exactly sure we want those people to come back. They sounded harmless enough, but can harmless be trusted in these troubled times? Might be worse than those who don't seem harmless at all. And everyone is thirsty. Should we start prepping for an expedition tomorrow? We'll give it one more day. That radio of ours has been silent for the past few hours. We need our news, we need our music, we all agree. We need to meddle with it until it works. No, you're gonna break it. We're sure they're experiencing technical issues. Yes, that's it. Everything will just be just fine. Everyone is chilling. Alright, we're all gonna have dinner. And we're gonna prep for an expedition tomorrow. What is that? It seems like a distant rumble, but it's getting louder. And why is everything shaking? Oh god, it's quick. Grab something and hold on. The radio. Break or use something in your fallout shelter. Ah, the earthquake broke the flashlight. Dang it! Now we're in the dark. Earthquake or not, nothing is going to stand between us and our daily dose of radio static. We were able to grab it before it could fall down and get smashed. Something else might be broken, but we won't know until we clean this place up. -1 flashlight. Ted says there's no need to worry about him, he's okay. It's impressive how well Mary Jane is handling the situation. Everyone's chilling on rations. Timmy, it is time. Timmy with the map. Good luck, little Timmy. Day 9. No more map and no more Timmy. Could this spell